Joining us now, live from beautiful San Diego, California, BYU football fan favorite, standout wide receiver, and NFL hopeful, Jordan Leslie. Jordan, welcome back to the show.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's always great to, talk to you.
Certainly glad to have you with us again on the show. Jordan, let's start with what the heck are you doing in San Diego right now?
I'm out here training for Pro Day. I'm with Rob Daniels. So it's been a pretty good experience, and just trying to get better.
What's the best part about the experience?
It'd probably be too bad. I'm probably gonna say the massages and the way you're treated out here. I mean, they want the best from you, so they kind of give you the best.
As you prepare for what you hope is an NFL career, what kind of preparations are you taking, and how do you want to improve your game so that you get noticed by the scouts?
Like a typical day, we start with, speed work in the or rehab. Actually, we start with rehab and treatment, and then speed work in the morning, and then, lunch, and then weightlifting. So, we're trying to work on certain things like, the 225 bench, vertical, broad jump, just all the little tests that we do, and, shuttle and stuff like that. And then also we meet with the position coach and kind of work on trying to fine-tune certain things that, within our position that we need to fix.
So part of what happens now is the tangibles. You get tested and try and improve your times and abilities. And then there's the other part that is selling yourself, the psychological part, the character part. So I want you to take a moment and sell yourself on why you should be picked up by an NFL team. What are your strengths, Jordan?
I think the biggest thing, that, a lot of scouts have said and stuff like that is just, my ability that you make a big play and stuff like that, to be able to go deep. This year, it didn't happen as much, due to injuries and stuff like that. But, that's one of the biggest things, and kind of, blocking downfield and, just kind of my competitive nature. A lot of people have like that. And and then there's certain things, like route running, stuff like that I'm trying to get better on. And, definitely once I hit the 40 and, I run a good time, that'll definitely boost my draft stock.
One block you made downfield that I remember that was unfortunately called a hold was against Texas when Taysom Hill had the huge run. That was grade A baloney, but you could still show that in your film if you wanted, right?
Yeah, I can still show that. We after the game, we talked to Coach and Coach Holiday and Bronco, and they definitely agree that wasn't a hold. But I mean, it gets called sometimes. Trying to be physical, so that should always show some positive.
I'm still mad about that. Jordan Leslie with us on BYU Sports Nation, joining us from San Diego, California, as he prepares for Pro Day and to make a run at the NFL. Jordan, what effect did playing at BYU have on your perception in the eyes of NFL scouts?
Well, I mean, of course, playing at BYU, I mean, they know you're going to be a great character guy. I mean, 90% of people that come from BYU, they're going to have that respect, that kind of, football first mindset. Not worried about extracurricular activities and stuff like that, but focus on, one goal. And that's one big thing. With the honor code, they know that you're going to be, dedicated and determined to what you're on, and not, sway off to the side and do kind of things that, wouldn't help your draft pass.
I asked you your strengths a moment ago. Where do you need the most improvement? Not what scouts are telling you, but what you think.
Probably just route running and hip flexibility. With injuries and stuff like that, it kind of got a little tight and stuff like that. So, just dropping my hips and routes and stuff like that. I know a lot of scouts worry about my speed, but I think after the 40 on Pro Day, I don't think that'll be too much of an issue.
What kind of time do you expect to run?
Let's just keep that a surprise, and we'll see what happens.
That is a wise answer.
Maybe I should run. I should run next to you, and then you just look blazing fast. It's like, who was that guy?
That's okay. That's okay. Maybe I think Pro Day is March 27th, so maybe the 28th or 29th, I'll come on the show and we'll talk about the times.
Jordan Leslie had 55 catches for 779 yards and 6 touchdowns in his final campaign, senior season at BYU. You mentioned
guarantees a 4.5 on Pro Day.
He's going to be faster than that, I think,
Oh,
Jaron.
it'll be faster than that.
Yeah,
Now we're talking.
He's going to be
Now
faster
you're saying
than that.
something.
Absolutely.
Let's-
Jordan, who you mentioned Rob Daniel. Are there any other BYU guys that you're with, and who else is in your training group down there in San Diego?
Rob Daniels is the only person down here in San Diego, but with the agency, we got Paul Asike, of course, and then Dre. So, but me and Rob are down here, and then we have 2 Utah guys, and Junior Salt and Brian Black, and then a guy from San Jose, and then one from Toledo and one from USC.
How's the relationship with the Utah guys?
It's good. Of course, I never, had that rivalry, so, I can't really, compete with them too much and start talking about, back and forth. But, they're great guys, and it's been a lot of fun.
And that's too bad, and I might actually cry because of that here in a moment. To walk us through what your life's been like after the Miami Beach Bowl to now.
Of course, it was, a heartbreaking loss, but, I headed to Chicago and kind of spent time with my brother, and we went up there and spent Christmas. And then
All-Star Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, All-Star Jimmy Butler.
He was in the All-Star game. That was great.
Yeah, it was cool to see that. That's something he's worked, really hard for, and something that was always a dream for him. So it's cool to, see him experience that. And I know he was a little beat up, so he didn't get to play as much as he wanted, but that's always a great experience. So I went up and had Christmas with him and with my family, and then kind of headed back to Houston, kind of just relaxed a little, and then after that, I kind of got a hold of agents and stuff like that, and kind of figured out the process that I wanted to go through.
How much does being connected with Jimmy and having that relationship and seeing him work hard and succeed, how has that affected your approach as you approach your NFL dreams and playing at the next level?
Well, of course, one thing it shows is like anything's possible. I mean, he went a different route than I did. He went to JUCO first, and then Marquette, and then to the NBA. But that just shows, like, no matter what situation you're in, as long as you keep working hard, you can make it. And I mean, that's always, a boost for me because, you're gonna have doubters and stuff like that. But just knowing that as long as you keep it in your heart that, you're gonna do this and you work hard, it can happen to you.
Jordan, who among the BYU guys trying to get on NFL rosters for the upcoming season has the best shot at doing so, in your opinion?
Kind of working with Rob. You kind of see the explosiveness and his athletic ability, and I definitely think there's definitely gonna be a lot of teams that we're gonna want to look at him. I know he works hard, and he's been training just hard I have. So that's one person that I know will keep going. But also Paul. Paul just has that nonstop in him. I mean, he'll go to practice and run the Y. Like he's just that guy. He just never stops. So he always has that heart and has that strength, and I can see him making a big push.
Do you have a chip on your shoulder not being invited to the NFL Combine?
I probably have the biggest chip of anyone else. I kind of looked everyone's stats up, and I was just blown away. And but I mean that just benefits me. I was talking to my agency, like that might have been the best thing for you because we know how you react to certain things like that, and it's going to make me train harder. It's going to make me push myself harder and come back and try to be the best I can be.
Jordan, you're well aware that most, if not all, of BYU Sports Nation are collectively rooting for you because you, in one season, don't know how you did it, but you became like the fan favorite. Yeah, speaking, how did you win over BYU Sports Nation in one football season?
I have no idea. I mean, of course, I'm grateful for it, and I've loved interacting with fans and around town, just running into people and getting to talk to them. Of course, I've loved it, but I have no idea. I mean, we'd have that conversation in the locker room, and like Sky Pove and someone like that would be like, "Gosh, you're just everyone's favorite in like the 6 months you've been here," and it just blows me away. The passion and the love that I've received from the fans. So I'm grateful for it, and I can't wait to get back to Provo. I think I'm gonna go 10 days early just to get reacclimated to the altitude and stuff like that. But just to run into people and just have conversations.
Yeah, swing by here when you're in town for sure.
Of course.
The players came up with the following slogan yesterday. I don't know if you saw this. It was tweeted out, I think, first by Mitch Matthews, Fred Warner, those guys. Hashtag this is why, letter Y. What's your reaction to the player slogan for 2015?
Didn't he add something else to that? Like it's player ran or something like that? Or I remember seeing like a glimpse of it. But it's the motto. I like it. I actually do. And I know, with the leadership that's on the team with Taysom, Mitch, Jamal, people like that. They don't want to have another 8-5 season. 7-6. They want to. They want to go for it all. And with that leadership and that push and the athletes they have, there's no doubt in my mind that they're going to have a big year next year. And I'm glad, to see them kind of step up and create a new motto and kind of get this thing going.
You develop relationships with all those guys, and we've already established that you're not just a fan favorite or a locker room favorite. You're a guy that is all BYU now. What do you expect from the Cougars when they take on the most challenging schedule in school history this upcoming season?
Oh, I expect nothing but, the best. With the athlete and, with the athletic quarterback like Taysom, with the playmaking skills he has and having Jamal back and healthy and, Mitch outside. And then I know the defense is going to be well improved. There's no doubt in my mind they're going to have a big year.
Jordan, go get a massage. Keep tearing it up in San Diego. Can't wait to see your 40 time at the BYU Pro Day. And if there's anything that we can do for you, including giving you the karma, you just let us know.
Yeah, just give me the karma. I'm going to call y'all like 2 days before, and you're going to give me the good luck karma again.
Absolutely.
That is a guarantee, my friend. Great to talk to you, Jordan.
It's great talking to you. Have a great day.